in the game.
When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team from the American, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hilltoppers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Broncos offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Broncos are on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Using the quick game. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's go! Let's go! Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another 1st down. Pulls it, fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw. It's Parks. Grab near the sticks. It's Galloway. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got a man. It's Riles. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And the Broncos are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And some room to work. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to recoup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job of finishing.
At the 45, on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Handoff to the single running back. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riles. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 17 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Bates. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To grab. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Finds his man. It's Bates. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out! There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Parks. It's complete on the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riles. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Parks. Back open in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught near the sticks. It's Galloway. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wagner. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Finds a tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bates. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. He'll keep it himself. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Second down coming up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Scanning the field, it's Parks. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
he's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
there There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. He'd just get in trouble when he tried.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The Broncos will hustle to the line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking for room, it's Rodgers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Riles. Pushed down for the tackle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Parks. Looking for his man. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. Showing off the arm. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up.
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bates. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top-5 rivalry, and it's gone finally. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you trained for. You have got to be the more physical unit right now.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Parks. Got a man, it's Bryant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hilltoppers are marching down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far, and the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Back to pass, it's Parks. Going for it all. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toppers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Boise State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation